This six-story building is not a factory or a workshop, but the engine of the world's largest LNG-based container ship. From the inside, it is so large that workers can easily walk around inside it. This engine provides power to a propeller whose height is equal to that of a double-story house. And obviously, since this is a container ship engine, it consumes a huge amount of fuel. But how much exactly? It consumes nearly 1 to 200,000 liters of fuel just during the starting process. Amazingly, its fuel tank is so large that 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools can fit inside it. This tank holds around 20 million liters of liquefied natural gas. Today, you will learn about the construction of a mega-project that has literally shaken the limits of human engineering. Once again, welcome to Golden TV's videos. Viewers, although we are living in the 21st century, even today about 90% of international trade goods are transported through the sea, whether it is something as small as a needle or as large as a heavy vehicle. You can understand this from the fact that, according to flight radar data, there are between 15,000 and 20,000 airplanes in the sky at any given time. And if we look at marine traffic, at the moment this video is being made, approximately 38,000 cargo ships are traveling across the world. When it comes to the size of these cargo ships, humans have already built extremely large vessels. Even larger ships can be built, but then they would not be able to pass through major canals such as the Suez Canal and the Panama Canal. That is why the competition is no longer about building bigger ships, but about building more fuel-efficient ships. And this is exactly what the French shipping company CMA CGM did. They wanted to build the world's largest eco-friendly ship that would not run on diesel or heavy fuel oil, but on LNG. That is, liquefied natural gas. This ship is 400 meters long, which is equal to placing 4 football fields in a straight line. Its width is 61 meters, and its height is even taller than the Kutub Minor. The total weight of this ship is equal to 7 Eiffel Towers or 11,500 African elephants. That is approximately 70,000 tons, and this is without any containers on board. This ship can carry more than 23,112 containers in total. You can imagine its capacity by thinking that if all these containers were placed in a single straight line, they would form a line about 150 kilometers long. But the real challenge was not just building such a massive ship. The real challenge was that CMA CGM had to build 9 such ships, and that too within less than 2 years. For this task, a shipyard in Hong Kong was selected. This shipyard is 4 kilometers long and looks like a small city. Here, around 6,000 workers from all over the world work day and night, and each person is assigned a specific task. But the question was, when normally one ship takes about 18 months to be completed, how could 9 ships be built in just 2 years? The simple answer is that the ships were built in sections, which are called blocks. The foundation of a ship consists of steel sheets to prevent rusting. For one ship, 12,660 steel sheets were required. These sheets were cut using a special laser beam with a temperature of 18,000 degrees Celsius. This temperature is 3 times hotter than the surface temperature of the sun. The laser beam cuts steel just like a knife cuts through butter. For one ship, a total of 880 kilometers of steel strips were cut. These sheets were then joined together to form blocks. These blocks can range in size from a single room to structures as tall as multi-story buildings. The amazing part is that pipes, wiring, and other fittings are already installed inside these blocks beforehand. This is the rear section of the ship, which was made by joining 5 blocks together. Its weight is 790 tons, which is roughly equal to 2 train engines. Just to lift this section, 2 joint cranes were used. It was placed onto the existing structure with millimeter-level accuracy. Keep in mind that even a 1 millimeter mistake can ruin months of hard work. Once all the blocks were positioned, a long and continuous welding process began. Amazingly, a total of 1,250 kilometers of welding is done on a single ship. If this welding line were laid out straight, it would stretch from Karachi to Lahore. After welding, every single joint is carefully inspected, because the ruthless waves of the ocean do not forgive even the smallest weakness. So far, this was only the story of the hull and the blocks. The real marvel lies in the ship's engine. This ship does not run on traditional oil or diesel. It is designed to run on LNG, or liquefied natural gas. This is a major environmental achievement. Compared to oil, LNG emits 99% less sulfur dioxide, 91% less air pollution, and 20% less carbon dioxide. This is a big step toward making sea travel cleaner and more environmentally friendly. However, if CMA CGM wanted to bring this revolution to the shipping industry, they also had to pay a heavy price. The biggest challenge was storing LNG in liquid form. This means creating a fuel tank where LNG remains at -161 degrees Celsius. If the LNG heats up, or if the insulation of the fuel tank is not good enough, the LNG will turn into gas and spread, and everything will be ruined. This ship has to travel long distances from Asia to Europe without refueling. For this reason, the LNG fuel tank had to be extremely large. But how large exactly? Surprisingly, this is the largest LNG fuel tank ever built in history. Its volume is 18,000 cubic meters. From the inside, it is so large that 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools can fit inside it. In total, it can store nearly 20 million liters of LNG. However, the real challenge was not building such a large fuel tank, but protecting it from heat. It is like building a giant thermos inside the ship. The company took approximately 9 months to build this fuel tank. Multiple layers of insulating materials were applied to the walls of the tank to protect it from external heat. After that, the most important stage begins, which is leak testing, because it is extremely important for the tank to be completely airtight. For this, the workers used a simple method. Soapy water was applied to the joints. Then, a glass container was placed, and with the help of a compressor, all the air inside it was removed. If any joint was weak, outside air would pass through due to the vacuum, and bubbles would appear. In this way, weak joints were identified and repaired again. After the leak test, the final insulation layer was applied. This layer is a special steel membrane that is only 1.2 millimeters thick. When LNG at -161 degrees Celsius touches it, the steel contracts. This wavy design allows the steel to expand and contract without breaking. You will be surprised to know that this technology is also used in space stations. After 8 months of hard work, the world's largest thermos was completed. Now let us talk about the engine. This is the largest natural gas-powered engine ever built in the world. Its height is 20 meters, which is equal to a 6-story building. Weighing more than 2,000 tons, this engine produces 85,000 horsepower. It is so large that maintenance staff can walk inside it. Transporting this engine to the shipyard was also a huge challenge. It was transported to the shipyard in 6 separate sections. The most important part of this engine is its crankshaft. This is the shaft that transfers the engine's power to the propeller. The crankshaft alone weighs 220 tons. To transport it, a special remote-controlled platform with 140 wheels was used. It was then installed with millimeter-level precision. This engine contains 12 pistons, each with a diameter of 1 meter. The crankshaft is connected to these pistons. This engine drives the propeller installed at the back of the ship. The propeller is cast as a single piece. It weighs 92 tons and its height is 10 meters or 33 feet. The engine's power is transferred to the propeller through a propeller shaft. It is extremely important for this shaft to be perfectly straight. If there is even a slight misalignment, it can cause vibrations at high RPM. To check this, a special blue dye is applied to the propeller shaft and it is fitted inside the propeller. When it is removed, engineers can see which parts of the shaft touch the inner surface of the propeller. This test shows the areas where contact did not occur and where excessive pressure was applied. Based on this, adjustments are made. Once the entire structure of the ship is completed, the next step is protecting it from the marine environment. This means painting the ship. Saltwater, waves, and friction slowly damage steel, and a rough surface increases fuel consumption. That is why a special paint is applied to the ship. Around 1 million liters of paint are used on a single ship. The total painted area is 950,000 square meters. In simple words, this is more than double the area of Vatican City. After that, the highest and final block is installed, which is called the command bridge. This is the brain of the ship, from where the captain and crew control everything. On this 400-meter-long ship, a Smart Eye system is installed on all sides. This system provides the captain with a 360-degree view while sitting on the bridge. Finally, after 1.5 years of continuous hard work, the first ship was completed. During 15 days of strict sea trials, every single component was tested. The engine speed was tested, emergency brakes were tested, and navigation systems were checked. The entire structure was also tested for leaks. Most importantly, the anchor was deployed and tested. Even a single link of the anchor chain weighs 300 kilograms. The total weight of the anchor chain is equal to 60 African elephants, which is around 414 tons. After 15 days, the sea trials were successfully completed. The engineering team's dream of building low-carbon emission ships finally became a reality. The shipyard won the race against time. One after another, 9 mega container ships were completed in record time. This story is not just about building a mountain of steel. It is a story of the intelligence, dedication, and day and night hard work of thousands of workers. These ships are now ready to rule the world's oceans in a cleaner and more sustainable way. These megaships prove that when humans are determined, they can move even mountains of steel across the ruthless seas. We hope you will like and share this Golden TV video. Thank you very much for your lovely comments. See you in the next amazing video.